You need me to use
for my family pet. So
Okay.
if I put oil, so I'm not even going to put, I just put like 4 or 5 different drops in there. That's not even a recommended dose,
Right.
which would have been a quarter of this. Now, can you see the oil floating at the top?
Mm-hmm.
See the oil floating at the top? You can see the oil floating at the top. Now I'm going to do this because I'm going to shake our oil, or our product. Look at the glass.
That'd be like
So-
a really bad glass of wine.
Right. And
Oh, that'd be gnarly if I were to get that at a restaurant.
the
Right?
question is, do you want to drink this?
Not really.
Why would you want to put it in your mouth? So most people, most CBD,
I'm
and
down.
it's bad,
I know what it is.
but most CBD, they require you to put it under your tongue sublingually, and then because it's not bioavailable, they want you to hold it in your mouth for 1 to 2 minutes. Can you hold your toothbrush or toothpaste in your mouth for 1 to 2 minutes? I can't. I'll start gagging. So with our product, so again, we own the extraction process, so we use artesian water. That's it. So people say that's not possible. It is. We own the patent. We own 2 patents on it and 3 pending. So this is a
What
CBD.
is the difference between original like tap water and artesian water?
It's just a more purified water, just a cleaner water.
Gotcha.
It's taken all of the impurities out. So any of the chlorine, all that good stuff that we put in,
All that good stuff.
they take it out.
So the good stuff we put in. So with this, so watch this. So our recommended dose, actually read what our recommended dosage is.
2 drops under the tongue.
2 drops, not a quarter dropper. And then a quarter dropper of this would be
Per
like 20 to
25
30. So nobody's talking about cost per dose. So this may be $30 versus $99, but are you really getting your money? Because oil, this is proven, 3 to 10% absorption. 3 to 10%, 90+%. Documented. Labs. Proven. Now this, I'm going to drop 2 drops in here. Recommended dose. 2 drops, 1 to 2 times a day. So cost per dose, we're cheaper than practically anything on the market because this cost per dose is about $1 to $2, depending on how you're taking it. So $2 a dose versus the math on this probably be over $10 a dose. Well over
So
10
that's
bucks
like a
dose.
week, and this is a month.
Correct. I say if you're using it properly. And they're telling you to stretch it. But here, now with this, little stir in there, look in this. So,
When you're-
you see anything on the glass?
So that is the product we're trying to get rid of, correct?
Correct.
And that's the competitor. That's all nasty.
This is just an oil. This is just any
CBD.
random
And
CBD oil.
all of that residue you wouldn't be able to absorb because it's stuck on
Because
the
it's
glass.
oil. What happens if I spill oil on your pants? On those jeans, if I spill oil on them, what
They'd
happens?
stick.
It would stain. If I put oil in water, which we just did, what happens? Separates. What is our body made out of? Oil or water?
Water.
About 86% water. So this, watch, take a sip of that.
If you want.
Just a sip, watch. It's easier to drink it that way. Some people don't like the flavor of CBD, but that's a full dose. If you put that in a big water bottle, you wouldn't taste it at all. Did you really taste it?
He's like, wait, still.
Big water. So watch, have you guys tried this?
No.
Have you actually tried it? Watch, let me see the back of your hand. So just put a little drop there, put a little drop in the back of your hand. Have you tried CBD before?
Yes,
Tell me if you've tried CBD like this.
I've rubbed it on my ankle before, and within like
Wait, hold
4
on.
minutes, it helped.
Let me actually
It was
record.
wild.
Let me record you guys. So we'll record you first.
And I had to take.
So have you tried CBD before?
No.
No. Okay. So go ahead and try it, and then
Just
tell me
do
what
it?
your reaction is. Mm?
Okay.
What does it taste like?
It's warm.
It's warm.
It's oily. It's flavorful.
It's definitely not oil. Hold on. Don't use yours. Now you have tried. What's your name?
My name is Jackie Brown, and I have definitely tried this.
You have
and
tried
it was
CBD before?
to help with my ankle.
Okay.
And I shattered both of them free running 16 feet on UNM. It completely blew out, and I grabbed it and tried popping it back into place. So whenever it hurts, I have to take, when it really hurts, I have to take like 500 milligram ibuprofen, and that is way too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
You know
And
what
then
that
I
does
have
to
to
your
do
liver?
that at least like 2-3 times a day. But with this, I just rubbed, or not
You can rub it topically on your.
necessarily.
Ankles.
This one I had a butter or cream-like substance, and I rubbed that on my ankle. Within 5 minutes, it was ready to go.
Gone. Try that. Tell me what you think with that. How that tastes.
Under tongue or over?
Just to lick it.
Yeah, I just ate mine.
It's a lot more rich than I expected. It was like biting into chocolate made of weed. It was really rich.
Not everybody's tried chocolate made of wheat.
Well, if one were to, it would taste like this.
It's definitely, excuse me, a different taste, all right?
Yeah.
So, and if some people don't like the taste, you can put it in anything. Now, they're recommending you that you put it just under your tongue.
Yeah.
But you can put this anywhere. So
Oh, super
CBD, so this industry in itself was projected to hit $500 million in 2018. In October, they hit $1 billion. So they doubled their projections. And the CBD is just the Farm Bill passed. It's now something that people want to know about. People are talking about it. People want to hear about it. Well, Forbes is projecting the CBD industry to go from $1 billion, so right in the next couple of years, to hit $24 to $25 billion.
Right.
So do you know what's $25 billion company? Starbucks. So Starbucks
Wow.
started in the early 70s. In 2018, there were 24 point something billion dollars. So imagine condensing time frames and taking 30 plus years and condensing it into 2 or 3 years and putting an opportunity on it and having a unicorn in the industry, something that nobody else has. Nobody has this. They can't because we own the extraction process. You can patent all kinds of nano, capano, japano, all they say all this stuff. And all these companies are coming out with these things that they're patenting. Well, you can't patent nature. You can't patent a banana.
Yeah.
But you can patent synthetic. We are not synthetic deprived. Our bodies don't, we're not drug deficient. We're nutrient deficient. It's because the stuff we're eating and we're putting in our body. So not that this is CBD oils are bad per se. This is just all we knew until now.
Yeah, we use a bunch of oils.
Yeah. Cool. So with this too, you can use it topically.
Yep.
Which is really cool. So if you've got sunspots or if you've got pain somewhere, you can just drop that right on your pain. So people have had, like, I don't want to say the C word, but sunspots on their face that looked like it could have been the C word. And they took 1 to 2 drops a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and over the next 10 days or so, completely vanished, gone.
Wow.
It's crazy stuff.
That is cool.
They're learning a lot about
CBD
this.
is wild.
So they're learning about
It's
this.
so wild.
So CBD and what they're learning now, and a lot of doctors are talking about, is the nervous system. You've got the hormonal system. You've got your immune system. You've got all kinds of systems. Well, we've got an endocannabinoid system, and it's kind of like something that conversates with the rest of our body. Everything kind of sends messages, and everything's got to talk to each other. Well, they found out that the endocannabinoid system in our body is usually deprived, and we're hungry for it. But they hadn't known this because we hadn't been able to do any research. So Israel took up a lot of the research because it was banned here in the United States for a lot of different reasons. But now that everything's been passed, now we're coming too. But thank gosh for Israel, all these 20 years plus of research is coming forward, and people are learning about it. So the problem with like pharmaceutical companies and stuff is a month's supply of CBD, like pharmaceutically, is astronomical in price. Obviously, I mean, you're taking the legalized stores. When you walk into a store, it's a lot more expensive than if you just got it off the street.
It's so much more, and it's such a lesser milligram as well.
Right.
I'm guessing this is really potent.
Things are, and this is, and the bioavailability on this, over 90%. Remember, on oil, 3 to 10%, and that's not me taking away from any other companies. It just is what it is. You know, it's like, why does the sun come up in the east and why does it set in the west? We don't know. I'm not signing up for that class. But what I know is we own this, and we have to educate people. So we just need people to help us educate people.
So where do you find people who are generally interested in this?
Everywhere.
Aside from just everybody.
Everybody, everywhere. So we're in a pre-launch mode. So we have not launched. So can you bring up Prezo Pure and then show the screen real quick?
So literally people are not selling this yet, we're getting ready to?
No, we can sell it, but so look at this. No,
pre-launch for other
go to that one.
companies or something?
No. For this company. So this is Suthe. So this is the website. And just scroll down a little bit, if you could.
That's a clever name.
Just scroll. See the 2 drops? 1, 2.
Hey, okay.
It's not scrolling. Because you gotta pull it out right there. Click there, and now scroll down.
Yeah.
Scroll down a little bit more. That's gonna be what the bottle looks like.
Okay.
Oh, I
So-
have a new bottle.
Looks like a little baby bottle pop.
You
What
have
is
a new
this?
bottle?
I think so. The Suthe label?
Not this one. No. They're gonna look like this. So when we officially launch, it'll look like.
Oh, okay.
So they'll look clean. So if you notice on these ones aren't for resale, for a good purpose, because we're not. This isn't our best foot forward. We wanted to get this out.
So get ready
so that
for
we can have
it.
people trying our products. So we can say, hey, Mr. Business Owner, hey, Mr. Consumer, Miss Consumer, we're about to launch this. We're looking for some voices. Here's what the product is. And this is what we're going to have when we launch. So in the next couple weeks, we'll be officially launching. When we launch this is going to be huge.
And that's time scheduled already? Like they will drop in 2 weeks?
Within the next couple weeks. I don't know the exact date.
Gotcha.
I don't know exactly, but yeah.
Oh, sure.
Very soon.
Very
Sooner
soon.
rather than later.
Yeah.
But
You will
here's
no
what I
longer
know.
be impaired.
There's more power in what's about to come than what's already happened. So somebody getting on first is like a wave. Do you want to be in now or do you want to be in later? Because opportunities are never missed. So just think about those to take action. People figure it out. We just hit, since you're recording this, we just hit Inc. 500 in 5 years. Our company is 5 years old. Not just this. We do education. We just hit Inc. 500, the top 7 fastest growing companies in North America.
Yay.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Number 23.
What kind
out
of
all
growing?
These companies, huh?
What kind of growing?
What kind of
It
growth?
was a pun on
That's
growing.
That's funny.
Oh, what kind of growth? We had 1,500+% growth.
He
I
was
got you.
putting you on the ground.
Let-
Oh, you're hitting on the growing.
Yeah.
Oh, you funny. You got jokes. So there's that. So that's the suit. So that's kind of where my focus is right now on the CBD. Now, granted, we've got services and products that help people protect, save, grow, and manage their money. We teach people about the money mastery techniques. We've got opportunities for people who have their insurance license to educate people. So we give people access to education. We want to teach people how to retire. We want to put people like the gentleman you sat down here with today. Broke my heart. I sit down with people like that all the time. He's like, you're saving his life by giving him his taxes early.
Yeah.
The world shouldn't live like that. You shouldn't have to live check to check, like freaking out all the time. And the fact of the matter is people are looking for opportunity. The way people are making money now, brick and mortar, it's kind of going away. Click and order. Think about Blockbuster. Where's Blockbuster now? Who took over? Netflix. Right? Netflix took over. Well, Netflix tried to sell part of their company to Blockbuster many, many years ago. Blockbuster told them no 3 times.
Wow.
They told them no about $12 million. Do you know what Netflix is worth today?
Oh my.
Like $60 billion or something.
So
crazy,
much.
Something
I was gonna say
astronomical.
48, but
It's like 48, 60
Yeah.
billion. I don't know. It's way
A
up
lot.
there. It's a lot.
12
So-
zeros. That's
So
all I know.
yeah. So when I talk to people, it's like, do you think they made a slight judgment? And the reason why I tell that story is because people always think what's worked in the past is going to continue to work. If you don't evolve, we die. We know that. Look, evolution has proved that. You don't evolve, you die. So things are changing. Everything's changed. We're changing. Nobody's doing this.
Yeah.
Here's the CBD industry. Here's us.
Yeah.
So here's the crazy thing that most people don't talk about either, is that this industry isn't really even regulated yet. That's a great thing.
Right.
Because all these other companies that are marketing ploys, they're getting people excited. There's not much medicinal value in a lot of this stuff. There's some, but not a lot. The problem is some people are trying it and they're saying that's not helping them. Some people are saying it is working. Well, imagine when they take a real product or a better product. I mean real. I mean, you don't want to knock anybody when you're talking about this stuff, but imagine when just think when they start to regulate the CBD industry. Well, there's going to be a parameter of, this has to be here, this has to be here, this has to be some guidelines. Well, a lot of those companies are going to fall below the guidelines, and you know where we're at? Clean extraction. It costs us less than $5,000 to set up our extraction process. It costs some of these companies hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you know what they clean up? When they clean up their extraction process, they need heavy chemicals to clean up their heavy chemicals. Do you know what we clean up our extraction method with? Soap and water.
Nice.
Soap and water. We're plant, the earth. We don't take anything away. We hit the plant one time and we keep it intact. This is huge. This is huge alone. But Tronat itself, game changer as it is. So as a company, we've grown a lot. So we're featuring Prosper as well, which is pretty cool. And my little face in there, just my little face in there at one time. He's like, you're funny, bro. I like him.
This
I like him. I like him. So, and I'm gonna show you like real quick. This real quick. I'm gonna do like 45 seconds. Here's our company overview. So, Lehi, Utah is our offices. We've got high impact products and services. So what I mean by high impact is I've got this little demo here. I don't know if I think I should do the demo. Sure. I'm going to do the demo anyway.
I've seen, for the camera.
So I'm going to do the demo. So enzymes, typically we give some education behind this, but our pancreas basically produces enzymes. We're all born with enzymes. Right. So you can buy digestive enzymes anywhere. It should be a full spectrum. What people are finding, Dr. Oz, a lot of people are talking about now is taking these to supplement, because we're not eating things that are good. Mm-hmm. We're eating bad stuff.
So hold it. We gotta show you what it is.
So yeah, so I'm explaining this. So this, and here's what it is.
Not
what it
just
is. So
pudding, some gravity safe pudding.
Here's why we use a pudding. It's cheap. Anybody can do it. It's got all the things that are typically in a meal. It's got milk, sugars, carbs, fats, proteins. It's got all that stuff in here. This will break down a Thanksgiving meal. So, do you want to do it?
Sure.
So I'll just keep talking as she breaks that up. So she's going to put 1 capsule of the digestive enzyme in there. And what this does is basically, so when we get older, do you know anybody that's lactose intolerant?
Yes.
Or gluten intolerant?
Yes.
Do you know anybody who has like irritable bowel syndrome, or
yes.
they get groggy after they eat? Mm-hmm. Like different stomach problems. Everything. So our brain is the first brain, but our stomach is our second brain. Have you ever heard that? The gut is our second brain?
Yes.
So she's stirring that around. That's going to help offset the enzymes that aren't breaking the food down. So do you eat, what kind of food do you eat? Like what did you eat for lunch?
Jackie.
What did I eat? I don't know.
Burger?
I think I had Vienna sausages and like some weird cracker mix thing,
So processed and cooked
and
food.
macaroni
What'd you
and
eat?
cheese, like yeah.
Just
Just like quick.
processed.
quick
Not
work
necessarily
food.
bad, but we're all eating cooked and processed food. Even if you eat chicken or vegetables and it's cooked over 115 degrees, it's void of, it's denatured. So most of the chemicals, most of the nutrients are gone. Mm-hmm. So our body now has to work harder to break it down. So that's when you get tired. You know, you eat a lot of food, you're like, oh, I need a nap now. Because your body's trying to,
All right, that makes sense.
trying to break it down. Well, as you get older, you lose enzymes and things like the gastrointestinal problems. You got your GERD. And that was for me. I took these. I was never somebody who would ever. I said, never in a million years will I sell a product. I'm not selling lotions, potions, or bulletproof pantyhose. We took these. We started last year. You know, let me just kind of say
I wonder
this.
what you need those for.
So I used to
I
get
can
sick. I used to get sick probably 4 or 5 times a year on average. Mm-hmm. Since taking these products, I haven't been sick one time in over a year and a half. It's been over a year, well over a year, which is something I just didn't even realize till I realized it, which is cool. But this right
Takes
here,
forever to expire.
look at this. It's not going to expire.
Watch
they have
this.
to put an
That's
legally,
wild.
They have to put an expiration date legally. Watch
this
Going
though,
on there.
Jackie.
Here, so remember that full pudding? So and that's just like a couple of minutes.
They need to put that in hospitals.
So that
Yeah.
they do have it in hospitals. We have
Right.
these. These were in Whole Foods. These were in Whole Foods. They were in 10,000 retail locations. People like Steve Nash helped get that product out. But this,
It's amazing.
it's amazing. No more heartburn. It gives you energy. It's my mood control. Like if I'm in a bad mood, it's probably because I don't have my enzymes because I have heartburn. Balance is a multi-mineral and a vitamin with antioxidants. This is important. See, people just kind of fly over this, but the food we're eating does not have the nutrients we need in it. The reason why we eat so much is because it doesn't have anything in it. If you take this with your food, you'll get fuller faster, you'll get your nutrients. People have seen hair, skin, and nail growth, all kinds of stuff. I can tell you, these products legitimately, if you have a problem, if you're sick, you know people who are sick, 90+% of diseases are caused by inflammation. I don't want to promote, I'm a doctor or anything, but this will help alleviate and or get rid of, I don't dare say cure, but I've heard of some crazy stories inside of our company. Wait till the March National. We're going to have a lot of testimonials coming from this. Vibe, I can't live without it. It's just a vitamin B complex, vitamin B, all the vitamin Bs. This is mood. Went to a meeting. Super energy. Went to a meeting in Scottsdale one time, and there was a bunch of 70 and 80-year-olds, and I'm thinking, what the heck are they all doing here? And I walk in there, and I tell one of my teammates, and she's like, they're all here because of Vibe. And I'm like, because of Vibe? And they're like, I'm like, oh, and I'm like, increase their blood flow. So they were now, their libido was up, their energy was up. See, we've had people that were bedridden and couldn't get off their bed, and were taking multiple. Now they were taking more than the recommended dosage, because you take these on an empty stomach, it's therapeutic. It goes to break down the proteins and inflammation, which is our Restore product. And I took that bottle out, that's what you need, Restore. I'll bring you some extra so you can give to him. Restore would
I
help
don't
you.
have any. So.
Restore basically replaces your ibuprofens and things like that. It's a proteolytic enzyme. So
Those
athletes
ibuprofens
and
scare me.
professional athletes, they're using those. So there's that. So we've got that, and then we've got our wealth services. This is our health core and our wealth core. We've got collagen, some other stuff we're coming out with. But wealth services,
Putting an
we've
update
got
on that here soon.
credit repair. So that's huge. Did you say credit's important? Mm-hmm. Credit's very important. Yeah. So we give people education. We teach people how to build, maintain, and restore their credit. I had a 130-point jump in my first 30 days, which was huge. Yeah. You have a couple problems. You miss one payment. God forbid something happens. Right. So they teach you, they educate you on that. We give you access to legal, which was huge. Mm-hmm. Huge. They saved me $7,600 on a legal matter. Mm-hmm. That I probably would have ended up paying for. Identity theft protection, super important. Within that, they've got like a program for watching your children so they don't get bullied, and credit card loss, wallet prevention, all kinds of cool stuff. My mom's phone with her credit cards and all that stuff just got stolen.
Yeah.
And guess what my mom didn't have?
ID.
So she's on the health core because I pay for it and she takes it. So I'm not paying for her wealth course. She wasn't using it. But she says, hey, don't I have identity theft protection? And I said, no, you weren't using that, so I turned it off. So that was like last year. So she's now back on
it.
This. Yep. Yeah. We've got mobile health care. And what it helps you do is like a mobile doc, talking to a doctor.
And it works as it is taxable. It works for Obamacare. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We've got Liberty Health Share, and then for $4.95, you can get access to that as well for your pets, per pet.
Like health insurance for pets?
Yes, it's crazy. Imagine not having to go to the vet and being able to have a conversation. There's too many crazy things that have happened in my life with pets and money. They get you. Yeah, they get you too. And then money-saving retail services. We've got partnerships with companies like DirecTV and Dish and Sprint and Verizon and Vivint and home automation and gas and electricity and solar, like all kinds of things, merchant processing. We refer, let's just say you're a business owner, you could refer, save the money. Let's say you've got DirecTV and you're like, well, I want to save some money on my own DirecTV. Not only could you save the money because of our partnership, because you're an authorized retailer, you can make money. But cool thing is you know me, and you're like, Aubrey, you're like, hey, Greg, don't you watch TV? And I'm like, yeah, and everybody in my family. Hey, send them to my website or let me have somebody call them. You send them to our inside sales team. They close the deal for you. Every month I pay my bill or somebody else pays their bill, you earn a commission. When do you pay off your bills? Never. You pay them forever. You've got residual bills will make residual income. Up to 35%. So you need $1,000 worth of volume to make 35%. So $1,000 worth of volume. Consider each one of those is 80. So 10 plus customers, and you're a little over 10 customers, 12 customers, you're at 1,000. You're making $25 a bottle on these.
You just have to make 1,000 once? Or
Just to
1,000 per
maintain it.
month, or what?
Just to maintain it.
Maintain 1,000?
So just maintain 1,000. But if I'm paying my DirecTV, if I pay my DirecTV, when do I pay? I pay it again next month. Then what happens next month? Get another bill. What happens with merchant processing and gas and electricity? Same stuff. And we've got a Jeep program, 1,500 points of volume, whether it's personal or through a team, lets you build distribution. So I know for me and any business owners that I work with, it's all about franchising. It's all about opening up the locations. But the problem is if you want to open up another Liberty Tax, you have to come up with another franchising fee. And there's only so many of you. Yeah. You got to train, manage, and promote those people. Here, if you get started, it's off of your own reasons why. And you can go do this and say, hey, I'm going to go do this, and I'm going to take it way further than anybody else. And that's the cool thing about what we do. But they'll pay you $600 a month to drive a Jeep. That's cool. Car payments are a big thing. Yeah. If we could eliminate a car payment, what happens when we can show you where to take that extra $600? What if it's just a little bit of it, and you can retire with some of that money? Because most people, I don't know if you guys do any discovery like that, but most people that you probably see, because I know I see a lot of people, they are not going to retire equipped. They're not in the place to retire. To get started, it's $99. You can choose your health or wealth or choose a CBD, and then here's different positions here that you can get paid. Here's group volume if you choose to build a team. So you can build a team if you want. There's a lot of leverage in that. So it's just like any business that you own. It's like Starbucks. Do you think Starbucks is successful because it's got one location here in New Mexico, or it's got a whole bunch of them all over the place? It's because there's leverage.
Right.
Same thing with McDonald's. Leverage, opportunity, and it's timing. Now, I always say be like water, because when people look at this, there's a lot to what we do. But I just say come in and be like water. What interested you enough to even listen? Some people are just like, I wanted, legal services. Perfect. That a guy that got started that's driving a Jeep now, Aaron, he met me because he wanted his taxes done. So he said, don't you have legal services and don't you have this? And I said, yeah. He says, well, I need a lawyer. I need to set up this. And then also I want to see if I'm structured right for my taxes are all messed up. And I said, perfect. We've got a legal team and they can have all the conversations with you. He said, had a conversation with him. He called me back and said, hey, I need to sign up because he wanted not only the discount, but he saw value in what we did.
Right.
Some people are going to come in just for CBD. Some people are going to come in because they want a confidential needs analysis and they want to sit down with a licensed insurance agent that can show them how to grow their money. And then within that, we teach people and educate people on this. But the first and foremost thing of what we do is education. And I always forget to tell people this, but Trinot's a 15th century battle term. It's a slang for change life or rapid change. It's a very unique word.